Hey guys, welcome back again. Okay, so I died. So that's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna do a couple of these rooms really quick here. I'm not gonna slow down to read anything because I read it all in the last episode. So there's something I like, you're not reading it. I'm just picking it up just to have it. Because sometimes in Resident Evil, it's photo of a man at doctor's gown. Oh, Rebecca got attacked. Did she get left in there? She might have gotten left in there. Yep, she got left in there. Rebecca got attacked. I think that's interesting if if one of the characters is busy.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, and then Billy goes first. I'm basically just retracing my steps from last time, except I'm running through all of it this time. Anyways, yeah, something I think I brought up last time, I was starting into the fourth part, but didn't elaborate on, was that I was worried about this game being I'm trying to think of how to properly word this. Not being as good as its opening, because Resident Evil games tend to suffer from like kind of one big issue, and most of that is the oh, there's something on the table there. I don't think I got that last time. I saw that piece of paper. Hold on, we're turning around here for a second, Rebecca. It's just that Resident Evil games tend to suffer from kind of one big major flaw in all their games. Let's get this. Pretty sure we get that. Regulations for trainees. This training facility will raise a new generation of model employees to serve the future of the Umbrella Corp. Applying these strict and most rigorous training standards, this facility, without regard for gender, race, or creed, produce only the best candidates for the future global leaders of Umbrella Corp. We look forward to the development of your leadership qualities, training facility guidelines, discipline, obedience, unity. These three words are the basic principles which govern Umbrella Corporation employees and are to be considered the law of this facility. Keep these words in mind at all times. Devote yourself to training and bring honor to yourselves and the corporation. James Marcus, Director, Umbrella Corporation Management Training Facility. And it's actually something I kind of noticed a weird trend in since, basically since about the era of Resident Evil 0, actually. Because Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and Code Veronica didn't suffer from it, but 0 did. And it was a little bit of a curious thing where Resident Evil games tend to have this pretty vastly different opening to them. And like, Resident Evil is kind of famous for its, kind of famous for its train opening. And I mean, it's not a bad thing, of course, but like, it's one of those things that's it's weird to point out, basically, because the fact is that like the train opening's pretty vastly different from the rest of the game, and that's what makes it so weird. And it's like, there's just so much stuff going on. Like, there's the rain and everything. It's just filled with, like, other things going on all the time. And, like, there's so much background in the detail. There's so much detailing in the background. And, you know, like, there's a good number of things going on at the time. Well, we're, like, basically it's visually very pretty. Compared to like the rest of the game. Like the rest of the game still this game still looks amazing, don't get me wrong, but like it's one of those things where oops, okay. Okay. Make space for red. Is 2 spaces enough? I think that's all she'll need.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, because like Resident Evil 0 is pretty famous for its train opening. The train opening is amazing. It's well paced, it's well put together, it looks beautiful, the atmosphere is great. And then like the training facility is just back to like the Resident Evil roots. Press these guys really quick. Gotta run now. Gotta run now. Don't die here. Gotta run. Anyways, yeah, and like the training facility is back to like Resident Evil roots, like building, you walk around, explore, you find things, do things in it. And, no, sure. It's a pretty standard Resident Evil game, as far as I'm concerned. Get off me, babe. There's really not much here. Yeah, got me, babe. Okay, the girls just don't do like a lot of damage, which is convenient. But like my big issue is that Resident Evil 4 and 5 also suffered from this. And like, there's a cage there, with a key in it. I didn't check down here before. I was going to come back up here after I was done with that bathroom segment. Something else I'm probably just going to run by this time rather than trying to fight it. So like Resident Evil 4 had like, the village opening. And you would be like, yeah, the village opening. Like we're in Resident Evil 5, and like, exactly. Resident Evil 5 is kind of like co-op Resident Evil 4. You know, have the old tank controls and everything like that. It felt like a Resident Evil game. It's just, I mean, Resident Evil 5 was like, it was such a weird state too, because Resident Evil 5 had like this weird, messed up, like, state of affairs, essentially. Where like people either loved it or hated it. I know, it was just like, it's so weird. Stay there, you can stay there, Rebby. Bring Billy over. Right, that noise. That paranoia-inducing noise. But like, it's just weird. You gonna turn that way first? Okay. Oh, screw you, buddy. Pretty sure last time I was in here, I'm pretty sure I just shotgunned his head off from the last time I was here. It's a pretty high traffic hallway, so it's probably worth taking care of him. Because I go in and out there a few times. Anyways, yeah. Like Resident Evil 4 had like its pretty iconic village opening.
Come on.
Okay.
And is there something wrong with that? No. It's fine. It's just Resident Evil 5 did the exact same thing. It has its pretty well-known opening segment. And, like, you start kind of seeing that pattern in these most recent Resident Evil games, you know? Each one seems to suffer from this really nice opening that is kind of very non-representative of, like, the rest of the game. I want to leave that. I'm gonna go upstairs and do that one room. Leave that. Leave that. Doesn't have to pick up all the shit in that room. I think it's a little bit weird because like Resident Evil 4's like village opening scene sets like a certain type of pacing and expectation for the game. Like the village itself is like it's a good tutorial level because it's not horribly dangerous, especially compared to some of the stuff you fight later on. And like you can just by wandering around the village, you can learn about a lot of the mechanics of the game, which is really cool. You know, like how to like block doors, open doors, kicking, just survival, exploration. Pretty sure I used one on her last time. I guess she'll pick up the grenade launcher because she always needs to carry it for a little bit. And then Billy can grab shotgun shells. It's nice to hear about your painting, your painting aficionado, Billy, but like, bigger problems, man. And Resident Evil 5 was kind of the same thing, which was a legitimate bother for me. Because it's like, oh, Resident Evil 5, oh man, Resident Evil 5 was so good. I'm like, yeah, it was good, but like, the opening was super misleading to the rest of the game. Like, at least with Resident Evil 4, like, you'd come across, like, big open set pieces from time to time, but Resident Evil 5, you never really found an area in the game that was like that. Like, you found one, like, later on in Chapter 1 that was kind of open, but, like, it was like, yeah, you just descend down through some apartments, and then you come to the ground floor, and then you, like, have your first, like, major split-up section, which was pretty fun to play through, and then that's it. Congratulations, you're done the game. You know? Oops. Didn't do that. Yes. Swap. And click that. Were there herbs in the bathroom? I think there were herbs in the bathroom. Billy can't combine herbs. Shit. Because there was Molotov cocktail in there for sure. Should be alright.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
I'm not going to be standing around trying to tank them, so I'm just going to be running fast with these things. noticed that that's a trend with Resident Evil games. Wait, hold on. I'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. Just had to go take care of something really quick. Billy does not wish to use his bathroom. His urinal is unspeakably filthy. It must not have been cleaned in ages. Just push him up. Yeah, I'm not planning on fighting that guy, because if he just stays, because I thought it was the one out here in the hall came after me. Which apparently the one on the hall just decided to stay gone this time. So I mean, cool. I'll take it. I don't want to have to fight something that as I was saying before, though, the thing about the Resident Evil games is that they always had this kind of weird this is what I'm talking about. Like, I have a moderate amount of items now. This is a moderate amount. Trust me, this gets worse. Bathroom didn't have anything but Molotov cocktails in it. So I'm going to have to go to this other room here beside me. I know the path that says that leads down to the top there. I know that's blocked off by something. But the other one that leads to the ladder, I know I can gain access to. Which leads up to there and leads me around to the back over there. Okay. There's whatever's in that cage on the second floor, but there's nothing blocking my path all throughout there, so I can just go get that right now, which I believe I will do. At least that's my intention. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So basically the Resident Evil games, like, since Resident Evil 0 seem to have suffered from, like, really good opening set pieces. Even Resident Evil 6 did, like with Leon and Helena. They had this really like cutscene heavy opening to it that's like a premise for the rest of the game. Although with Resident Evil 6, the game followed the premise all the way through. Resident Evil 5, it's openish, like the openish like fight of it was pretty misleading to the rest of the game. I just want to take the opportunity to make that easy. I don't want to load it yet. I don't remember when I get the new my next shotgun though. Rebecca, you can pick that up. Do kind of wish the swapping went a little bit faster. Although it's kind of important to like make it pretty obvious when you swap between characters, because you don't want to like accidentally swap. Sink's faucet is rusty. Nice, no drop comes out. But like as I said, like from basic Resident Evil 0 onwards, all the Resident Evil games have a kind of a misleading, yeah, it's blocked off by that steam, have kind of a misleading opening to your game. And like Resident Evil 4 at least has a few spots in the game where it like opens up a little bit and gives you like big like set piece areas that you can explore around in and stuff like that. Resident Evil 5 never really hits that again, and especially not with that much combat. Shotgun, don't need the hunting rifle anymore. Takes 2 spots, of course. I wonder if like the hunting rifle has different stats from it, because like it's dealing with like how much shit
You stay here.
Okay.
do I want to do? Shit do I have left?
This way.
Roger.
Okay. Yeah. There's this little hallway. There's little devil things here. So the last thing I think I'd have to go get is that key now, because that's looks like it was made. Oh, that guy's so they can get up and surround us. He dead? Okay, he went down pretty quick.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Set of green ones, eh? Okay, she had space, right? Yeah, she did. I'll just combine this guy into this one. There we go. Complete the pack now, Ruby. It's unlocked. Yeah, okay, so I just need to go up and get that, get that key from out there. It's a good thing I got the shotgun first, because if I remember correctly, I think that's where your first boss fight is, and I'm pretty sure Billy fights it alone. Actually, I'm pretty sure you get to choose who fights it alone, because whoever goes to get a key gets trapped in the cage, and they have to fight the boss, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. Anyways, yeah, to finish up what I was saying before, the openings of the Resident Evil games are kind of been misleading for most part. Because like you'd play a game expecting like that level of detail, and like, well, yeah, like the fire looks nice and everything, and like there's some detail in the mansion, but like the sheer amount of detail that was in like the opening couple of minutes of like the opening like hour of this game is horrifically misleading to what's in the rest of the game, and I find that little
You stay here.
Okay.
stupid, I guess. issues aren't relevant yet. Oops, get rid of that. Can't leave any more items in this room. See, this is what I was talking about. So I'm gonna leave it in this room over here. Not like it's I need it. I wonder if like the hunting rifle might have like more damage or something like that. I wouldn't be shocked because like the hunting rifle like cleanly blew their head off for like per shot. Might look that up. Okay, I don't need to carry shotgun shells with me anymore because I have 7 shots now, so the shells can just stay here until I need them for something else. I saw a lot of people complain that you couldn't, like, I read a couple of videos, they're like, oh, you leave it behind in places and you can't, you don't remember where you are, I guess you're screwed, and I'm like, the map has an item list, guys. It is literally a button, and it highlights things for you. I can't remember what review was said, it was at, was it Game Informer? There was one review where I read it, and like his leading complaint was that like with the magical item box, like you're leaving items lying around, and you can't find your stuff half the time. And I'm like, okay, if you're fucking stupid, I'm like, I'm not gonna friggin' slap a game where
Let's regroup.
Okay.
where it's undeserved. Anyways, yeah. So the Resident Evil games have suffered from those openings since this game. And like Resident Evil 4 does have like a couple of spots where it opens up, but it's really not many. And Resident Evil 5 was the same way. It only had like 1 or 2 more spots in the game where it kind of opened up to a big area. And like one of them was the chapter where you have the hoverboat, where you like, yeah, you got the hoverboat, you go into all the areas, you had to explore a little bit, and then you go into the next section where you're wandering around like the native village and doing that kind of thing. Save right now. And like, it's pretty... And then Resident Evil 5, was there another area that you could do that in? I can't think of another section of Resident Evil 5 where it opened up and at all. Resident Evil 4 only had a couple. It had the big bridge section. I'm not going to count the lake because it's just a boss fight. That's all it is. The lake doesn't count. It's just in a boss arena. There's the bridge town. There's the area with the I can't think of good ways to describe it. I haven't played Resident Evil 4. I'll do a let's play up eventually. But yeah. Anyways, point is that Resident Evil games have been kind of missed. Like this game looks amazing. Like this game looks fucking beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But like the train kind of sets you up for like higher expectations, I guess. Because it's well paced and well put together, and they make really good use of the co-op mechanic, and it's but it kind of laid the base of what Resident Evil 5 and 6 would end up becoming. So like the co-op mechanics that you would see used pretty heavily throughout Resident Evil 5, and then like more like really perfected in Resident Evil 6. Because like Resident Evil 6 had some really good co-op sections where like you could see each other across places and you help each other get through traps and stuff, and like you could cover each other. And like Resident Evil 5, they'd split you up and they'd be like tough. Like I guess you're split up now. You'd go off to do different things, and which isn't a bad thing. It's just a different type of co-op experience. But like I find Resident Evil 6's to be more inherent to the system that they built. Anyways, me and James will probably talk about that more once we do like a Resident Evil 5 and 6 Let's Play. We'll talk about like the mechanics and stuff that we liked and didn't like between the games. But if you guys liked what you saw, because we're gonna end it right here, please like, please comment, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.